You know, since the 26th, the internet has been going crazy over a few motorcycles, and today, I got one. How's it going today, folks? My name is Peoplz. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you love motorcycles and the motorcycle culture, hit that subscribe button. Today, we're going to talk about a motorcycle that has just absolutely blown up on the internet since Harley announced it on the 26th. This beautiful motorcycle right here is the brand new 2022 Lowrider S 117. For 2022, it seems that Harley Davidson's emphasis and focus is on performance. And what better example than this motorcycle right here? They have shoehorned their biggest motor that you can get on a production motorcycle into one of their lightest chassis. They have put this massive 117 cubic inch, which is 1923 cc's, into this Monoshock softtail chassis right here, which weighs only 679 pounds. Now, at the heart of this beast is Harley Davidson's famed Milwaukee 8 engine. And this, like I said, is the biggest motor you can get from the manufacturer in a production motorcycle. It's 117 cubic inches, which is 1923 cc's. It's an overhead valve design that features 4 valves per cylinder, 2 intake and 2 exhaust, and it's got 2 spark plugs per bank. And it produces about 125 pound-feet of torque. It's mated with this 6-speed transmission right here, and it's gonna rock this motorcycle from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds.
Cold start.
Now, wrapped around this beast of a motor is Harley Davidson's new generation softtail frame. It's a mild steel tubular section design that does incorporate a monoshock. It makes this bike ride better, handle better, is stronger, and still massively lighter than the previous generation softtail frame. Now, you know, it's one thing to be light and fast, but you also have to ride good, you have to handle, you definitely have to turn, and you most importantly, have to be able to stop. What Harley Davidson has done to address those problems is up front here, they put their inverted cartridge style 43 millimeter fork tubes up front. And in the rear of this motorcycle, we have Harley Davidson's new preload adjustable monoshock. And remember when I said earlier in this video that Harley Davidson's focus was on performance? Well, they've increased the stroke and travel of the suspension by 56 millimeters. It's gonna raise the bike up just a little bit, but it's gonna give you that 1.3 degrees of leaning angle. And if you're on the back road, the twisties, or the canyons, trust me, you are going to appreciate that. Now, why is everybody going so crazy over this motorcycle? See, we got power, 117. We are light, 678 pounds. We got a 5-gallon gas tank, so that means we can go pretty far. We get 47 miles per gallon, so we're fuel efficient. We've got these inverted forks and a monoshock, so we can ride and handle. What are we forgetting? Brakes. Now, Harley Davidson does understand what kind of potent canyon carving weapon they have created in this Lowrider S. So they've pulled out all the stops when it comes to braking. Sorry, no pun intended. Up front, they put their dual 4-piston calipers mated to these massive 300 millimeter brake rotors that are ABS assisted. And in the rear of this motorcycle is a single 2-piston caliper that is mated to a 292 millimeter brake rotor. And like I said, ABS is standard on this bike to keep you out of trouble. Up front, you have this beautifully bronze accented 19-inch front wheel that's wrapped in a Michelin Scorcher 31, and the tire size is 110/90 B19. And in the rear of this motorcycle, you also have a bronze accented 16-inch rim as well that is wrapped in a Michelin Scorcher 31s that are 180/70 R16s. Now, throughout this whole video, I've been telling you and showing you Harley Davidson's emphasis and focus on performance, but they had to take a step back and they did something for rider safety. They did break tradition with the Lowrider, and they have moved the tachometer and the speedometer gauge cluster from the gas tank to the handlebars. Now, the primary focus behind that is if you're going fast, you need to be paying attention to the road ahead of you, not staring down at the gas tank to see what RPMs you're turning, how fast you're going, or what gear you're on. So their whole thought process is to take your focus from the gas tank to the road ahead of you and put the gauge cluster right in your line of sight. Now, since we're on the subject of the gauges of this motorcycle, this is Harley's 4-inch gauge cluster, which has been relocated to the handlebars for better visibility and focus on the road. As you can see up top here, it has an analog tachometer and a digital gauge pod right there. Now, with one push of the button, not only do you have your analog RPMs, but you got your digital RPMs. Push the button again. How many miles are actually on the motorcycle? Push it once and twice, you have trip odometer A and B. If you push it one more time, you have your digital range of how many miles you can go until you run out of gas. But if you look a little bit closer, right up here, this is a digital representation of how much fuel is left in the tank, and sandwiched right in there between them is actually how fast you are going, the miles per hour of this motorcycle. Push it again, and you got your clock. Well, what do you guys think? Me personally, I think Harley Davidson has built a beautiful motorcycle. And it seems their emphasis and focus this year is on performance. And I think with this motorcycle, they have definitely hit their mark. I think they've built a motorcycle that is going to stand toe-to-toe with a lot of the offerings from Germany, Italy, and Japan. They've got all the tools that they need for this in this motorcycle right here. They've got the brakes, they've got the suspension, and they've definitely got the power. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, before I go, just want to remind everybody about my Saddlemen's travel bag giveaway. One lucky winner at the end of this month is going to win that bag. And all you need to do for a chance is you have to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and in the comment section, just put hashtag Ride with Peoplz. So hope you enjoyed this video today. And when the weather breaks, you get out there, ride again soon.